Hello, mates. How are you? Are you well? Good. I'm well too. Thanks for asking. Actually, not even true. Been a bit stressed lately. And one thing that's been suggested to me as a way to combat stress is exercise. Specifically, yoga. Now look, I go to yoga for one reason and one reason alone, and that reason is to tell other people I've been to yoga. I want you to think I'm better than you. It's a basic human impulse. We're all just monkeys. And I like yoga. I like it when it's down to earth. Sometimes at the end of the class, they do a meditation with you, and they get you to lie down in Shavasana, which means lie down. They might dim the lights, they might put on some music, and then they talk you through a meditation. And I even like that bit, because usually it's all about like being present, not worrying about bad things that haven't happened yet, like the robot uprising, which is definitely coming. I always feel so perturbed by the people that don't laugh at that, because I just think, what do they know? And I like yoga, but a few weeks ago, I took a class with a trainee teacher, Tanya, the trainee teacher. And it was as if Tanya wanted to be very comprehensive in her listing of the things we were not supposed to be worrying about. And I would like to relive this with you now, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll be playing the role of Tanya. Great, so just lying down, class. You can close your eyes if you want to, that's optional. What is not optional is the breathing. We're all gonna do this together. So big breath in through the nose. Great, and then out through the mouth. Let's have another one of those. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And just continuing that breathing while you're lying there, class. And while you are lying there, maybe you're worried about things outside the room. Maybe you're thinking about work or family. Maybe you're running late for class today and you couldn't find a car park. So you parked your car in a loading zone for the duration of the class, which is an hour and a half. And that loading zone is 15 minutes. It's just 15 minutes, so you'll probably get a fine. Let that go. Your fine could be up to and including $200 in this suburb. And we're all going to breathe in that $200. And we're going to let that go. Because that belongs to the council now. Now maybe like a lot of us, you're carrying around judgments. Judgments on other people. Judgments on yourself. Maybe earlier this week you were on the bus and it was crowded. So you got up to offer your seat to an old lady and she said, "Oh no, thank you, I'm getting off soon." But then she didn't get off for 3 more stops. And all the people who got on at those stops looked at you like you were a monster. You should have given up your seat for that old lady. But it seemed too preemptive to say to them, excuse me, I tried to give up my seat for that old lady, but she said she's getting off soon. And besides which, a lot of other people hadn't gotten up to offer their seat to the old lady either. Although in hindsight, maybe they had tried to before you had gotten on and she had refused them as well. And now you were judging them just as hard as these new people were judging you. And you couldn't help but think to yourself, if that geriatric cow had just taken a goddamn seat, none of this ever would have happened. And let that go. Now maybe like a lot of us, you're feeling a little bit lonely. Maybe you're feeling isolated from your partner. Maybe you don't have a partner. Or even a good friend. So what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna breathe in all that rejection and all that loneliness. Here we go, big breath in. Make sure you get it all in there. And we're just gonna hold that. And hold that. And hold that. And hold that breath in the way that no one will ever hold you. that gorilla. Such a great class, guys. Namaste.